You ready for a 3, 2, 1.
Oh, long time coming for this one, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's been a minute. It's been, when I say minute, I mean like 2.5, 3 years.
Yeah.
But you know, it's a better late than never mentality with the bingos.
Mm-hmm. Is that we are? That's plural.
That's the bingos.
I mean,
We're the bingos.
Keeping up with the bingos.
You know, I was
like
so torn on
the.
I was so torn on the IDB Instagram when there was that name change, and I was like,
What
I don't want to.
Oh,
what name
I
change?
remember this too. Actually, I've got a funny thing to say about that. Also, welcome back to Interdimensional Bingo.
Oh man. I forgot.
That maybe evened our scoreboard.
Yeah,
there.
I think you did.
But
we keep a counter of how many welcome back to Interdimensional Bingos.
Speaking of long-running bits, I'll get to mine in a second.
Yeah.
But
Oh wow. Okay.
So you brought up a good point to me 2 or 3 years ago, right? You were there for this. You saw this happen live.
I was.
Yes.
Okay.
And it was about the name change thing, right?
Yep,
we
we
went
did
from
that.
bingo to occasion vacation
vacation.
or whatever we were going to call it. And I got so many texts saying that we should not change the name. And I was like, well, it's democracy. Who am I to decide?
The people know what the people want, Kason.
Exactly.
Do they?
Yes, the people know what the people want.
I don't want the name change. I don't want it.
And do you know what Connor did? Do you know what Connor, the other half of bingo, decided to do? So to say, the other side of the table of the bird, so to call it.
The bird.
The bird.
Okay.
The second wing. Over
Oh, okay, I see.
here. He rigged the vote.
I rigged the election.
He rigged the election. He rigged the most important election.
Oh, I do remember this. You sly dog.
You
You're not
sly
clever.
dog. You are
Man.
not.
I did.
that is
I
so
hey,
wow.
I didn't rig the election. It was how should we say?
stolen.
Not even stole it. It was influenced.
Influenced. It was influenced. Great.
It's influenced.
Yeah, how did you do that? I feel like I know that you did that, but what did you just make a bunch of fake Instagram accounts, or you're like, I'll pay you 10 cents.
I'll
to
pay
get
you 10
my
cents.
name on this podcast.
Well, how do you think it went down?
If I was gonna do it, I think what I would do is, you know, everyone's got like at least one more Instagram account. People got Finstas or whatever. I'd make like 10. I'd be like, you know, I'm gonna influence the vote. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna go. Were you occasion vacation? Was that you, or you on occasion?
I was occasion
The
vacation.
thing
Vacation, vacation,
that happened
okay.
was we didn't change the handle on Instagram or TikTok or anything.
No.
We just, it
Well,
was
because
just
the
still
idea
bingo
was
everywhere
that we would stay Interdimensional Bingo, but we would name the podcast, the show, Occasion Vacation.
Right.
And that we would still be the brand Interdimensional Bingo. Like how Good Mythical Morning is Good Mythical Morning, but they have Ear Biscuits as their
own, like other podcasts.
like
that they
subsidiary podcast,
Right.
and they do all that stuff through their main brand, their
Right.
parent brand.
Okay.
That did not
So,
go as well as
What
we
really happened is we got
predicted it
too
might.
big for our britches.
Well, and people would be like, "Yo, I remember what happened when I came up with the idea that maybe we should change the name." I said I was talking to a friend of mine that I had made freshman year, and this was sophomore year when we decided to change it. And he was like, "Yeah, dude, you still doing the podcast?" We were like, "Yeah, we're still doing the podcast. It's going like pretty well." And he was like, "Oh yeah, isn't it something about like a microwave?"
About a microwave?
Why?
No, it's not. It's not a microwave.
You're kind of wrong.
Pretty far from a microwave, actually, yeah.
It's about as far from a microwave as you could physically
Possibly
be.
It's
Yeah.
like an air fryer, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, maybe we should change it because people didn't know how to spell Interdimensional Bingo for the first, however long.
Yeah.
And people still don't really.
I didn't know how to spell
No,
it.
it's a big
I
word.
came up with the name.
Yeah. So I think going by just Bingo itself could, if we
Bingo-
decided we needed to make a change, would
Yeah.
be a change that we could make. But
Bingo is a good.
Occasion Vacation was also slightly confusing. So
When you explained it to me, I was like, yeah, I get it. And I was just like, this is appeasing so many people that wanted this name to be changed, so I'm going with it. And then you told me,
it actually was so close. It was 51-49.
Even with the rigging.
Even with
when
the
I
rigging.
rigged
Even
the
with the
vote,
rigging, it was so close.
it would not have been close. I was losing, and
Wow.
I sent in the. Nope, I'm not gonna say it.
Don't say it.
I'm
Don't
not
think
gonna
it.
say
Don't
it.
say it.
Nope.
Don't think it. Don't say it.
We were already towing the line there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I apologize.
We're putting an official statement out. Actually, not we. These guys are.
These guys.
I'm just the guest. I'm okay. I win. I win.
Can you tell that he's the only media trained person?
He knows PR and damage control.
You just always go to the broader scale. I was watching this interview. I'm a big sports guy, and I was watching a post game interview. These two athletes. One was a freshman, one was a senior. And the question, the reporter goes like, "Yeah, guys, it's like so and so from like I don't know, like WSB or whatever." And he's like, "So what do you think of like the officiating in that game? I know you had some calls. Can I not go your way?" And the freshman's like, "Man, that was horrible. I hate the refs and stuff." And the senior's like, "Oh my god!" And the senior's like, "We can control what you can't control, like all this stuff. Right. Like there's like nuances in sports, like in sports like lingo. Like you'll hear like coaches being like, they'll ask him any question and be like." We fought our hardest. It's just we got to win the next.
It's a tough game. We're gonna come back next time.
It's all about our mentality.
You never hear a coach be like, "Man, these guys sucked this time."
No, it's just like all fluff. Like that's what's hard about sports journalism is like coaches like they're so media trained and so players are too, but the coaches just like so many of them will just say like it would call it fluff. Like it's really fluff. It's like you're not telling me how you feel. Like it's hard to be like what like specifically did you feel about like this play or like this drive? Like what was your mentality going into this? And even then sometimes you'd be like, we're just out here to win. We just want to be able to give our guys the best chance to succeed. But it's a day by day mentality. We're just looking forward to next week. And you're just like, what did you just say? Like you said nothing.
I had this exact same conversation with somebody this past weekend because we were listening to. Like the pre-Georgia Florida, like whatever the radio cast was, and I can't remember who said it, but somebody was like, they just gotta win more downs. I was like,
what do you mean win more downs?
I was like, correct. That's how you play football.
Don't suck, bro. That's
basically. I'm like, who is the one that's like coming up with this stuff? Like, I feel like I could go out there and be just as good for journalism for sports as these coaches are. Like. It doesn't take a lot to perform in front of journalists as a coach or a player. I mean, players they show a little more personality. I feel than coaches and stuff too. But that's all. I mean, I guess that's pretty dependent too. But
I also feel like coaches have a lot of pressure on them from the college that they represent as well.
That's true.
Like not say anything that would like go against whatever they are for or against whatever.
Yeah. They try to stay as neutral as possible, like you said, broad as possible.
Yeah, you have to. like it's funny. The most I've ever seen, I think Kirby's good at. He actually really does get down in the details. I think my concern with Kirby is that when he talks about his players, I think he's very like broad on like how they are. Like he'll like you can talk about like Carson or like Nate Frazier, like whatever. Even like CJ Allen. It's like, he's just a great kid. He's an awesome
great kid, got a lot of drive.
And it's like mostly that, but then when he gets down to like if he's very like passionate about something, he'll get on about it. Like the Texas game, like he's like nobody believed in us. He goes, your whole network doubted us. Like he's just telling them straight up, and I'm like, there goes the fine. I'm like, okay,
there's the fine.
So it's a mix of both.
Does he get fined for stuff like that?
You can get fined if you. I'm surprised he didn't. I know the thing with the SEC is like the reason. I think Dog Nation said this. I think Brandon, who's really good at Dog Nation, he said this. He said like when players and coaches have to get like criticized for like their plays. Like a player's like, I own that. Like I messed up. I threw a pick. I dropped the ball. Whatever. Coach can be like, I meant to put this play in or whatever. The issue is like the SEC doesn't hire their officials as full-time employees, so they can kind of hide behind blanket statements where they were like, they released a statement about the Georgia-Texas game. They're like, we saw this happen here and it just wasn't, we could have done better. It's like, no, like y'all should be able to be like, hey, like this official's call, like this specific one, this was his fault, like his bad, and stuff like that. But
they don't do that?
No, because they're technically not full-time employees, which is such an interesting thing to me. I'm like, either just have them take accountability, because like, it's human error. I get that. And the Texas game is a specific example, I know, where it's like, looking back, it wasn't PI, but if you call it, you can't overturn that call specifically. Yeah, right. So I think the SEC's got to do a better job of just being like, if you call it out, or give them full-time status, because they work so much.
That's insane that they're not considered full-time.
Yeah, they're not. They're not considered full-time employees, because I think it's because it's kind of like you pick it up, like you pick up a game, like, I'm going to work this one or anything like that. But the SEC, I mean, dude, it's the biggest conference in the country. Like,
there's no doubt. Yeah,
you got to be able to hire them. But
and they're all like those refs are employed by SEC specifically, not like NCAA or FBS.
I'm pretty
football,
sure.
like,
I don't want to misquote myself, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Okay,
Yeah.
huh?
But
That's very interesting.
Yeah, but they hide behind the blanket emo, which I thought was just horrible. But I mean, it's biased as a Georgia fan. I don't know. But it's so interesting.
Biases.
I don't know. I wonder where we're gonna go in the next couple of years because now we got more people are throwing crap on the field, like the call, like all this stuff.
Clemson just did that as well.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, they did.
When did they do that?
Their last game.
It was like a bad targeting call they disagreed with because like you get targeting and it's like they review it, you kicked out of the game.
Yeah, but I feel like not to say that like it's a warranted response for the targeting call, but like I feel like it would be more not appropriate either, but like more like expected on a call of that kind of magnitude, like targeting a player's getting ejected, or than like a touchdown reversal or like a first down, like that happened in the Texas game.
First down, maybe so. Touchdown reversal is kind of a big deal too.
Yeah,
but I don't know. That was
a player getting removed from the game, and potential like targeting is huge.
Yeah.
Something's taking off.
It's our dryer.
This is going to be so perfectly audio edited that you're not going to be able to hear that.
You're
not going to be able to hear that. Don't
What
worry.
dryer? What dryer?
What dryer? Which it's just like it's just all you hear. You can't even hear us talking. Sure. That'd be funny.
This is gonna be edited in post and be like,
I owe you something.
yeah, you do. Go get it, man.
What?
It's been a while since I've seen this thing. I say thing. It's my son.
Oh wow, you owe him something.
We say this every time around the same time, but oh my God!
I almost took our
Bro,
I didn't mean to
what just happened? I just
Dude, that's so hard.
God, I thought it was is that a beanie?
Berkey, no, you got cobwebs on him.
Oh, that's disgusting.
It's fine.
This is
It's fine.
for those of you who don't
Cason's
know,
literally- It's fine.
and also Brett.
Yeah.
This is Berkey, the birthday turkey,
Oh,
and I get him for a significantly shorter amount of time than Connor does.
this is
So-
true.
Explain the lore.
Yeah, explain the Berkey lore.
Berkey came into being at the Connection.
Dude, I'm trying to think if I remember. I don't know if I remember seeing Berkey ever.
He hides in his room.
I hit him.
He hides as
He
crazy.
just became this fixture on a shelf in my room on my birthday. Because Connor was like, oh, I didn't get you a present, but I got you this thing. And I was like, well, great. And now we trade it every birthday.
Oh.
Until someone dies.
Until someone dies, and then it's just going to...
Oh, that's more.
Tombstone.
Oh wow, that's sad.
It's not sad.
So let's say y'all are. This is gonna sound horrible. I don't wish this on y'all.
Okay, let's hear it.
Let's say like.
What if we
both of
die
y'all-
at the same time?
Same
Let me-
time.
yeah.
Who gets? Thank you.
Yeah.
Who gets
Do we
Berkey?
have to write a will, bro?
It depends on the time of death. Like, we'll have to, like, get the time of
Does
death
it?
down. Like, I feel like the person who dies last gets to keep Berkey forever.
So is it gonna be a competition?
Not to die, but
but
I'm
does
dying
it go
before
to,
you,
like-
but you're probably going to get Berkey for your foreseeable afterlife.
It's true.
Does it
So-
go to the family? Is my question.
Ooh.
I
like-
thought that we had said that it was gonna be like on the. This is really bad. On the headstone.
Yeah, and then, like, we get someone to just move it every...
Headstone is crazy.
Is he
That's
gonna make it that
dedication.
far?
Dude, Berkey, look, I love
Berkey.
I love Berkey, but he'll be kind of
He'll be murky
musty
after
by that point in time. I feel like
He gonna
He's
be-
already.
he's already coming apart, dude.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't throw him.
Yeah,
throw him like that.
freaking, like, I'm surprised I even just like blocked it.
Did you block it?
Yeah, dude, I was like that.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry for throwing.
But it was more like
Or
a
slide.
wait, and it just kind of happened to hit my
Yeah.
hand.
No.
It was like you saw like the yellow light in the traffic. You were like, nah, bro, F you, I'm going. And he just
I'm
went
going,
off.
dude.
Nothing but gay.
I slowed down for a little bit and then changed my mind, and I kept going.
And you kept going.
That's what happens.
Put
You
some
kept
gas
going.
on that
That's what we
thing.
do.
So
But anyway, yeah, that's Berkey.
It's been like a month since Kason's birthday. 2 weeks since
Yeah.
Kason's birthday.
it's literally been.
And I was
wow.
like, well, crap. I forgot to do this. Well, to be fair,
I
until, like,
forgot
March.
too, and then I called you and I was like, "Where is he?" And you were like, "Where is who?" And I was like, "Where is my son?"
My son,
It's now your legal son for a year.
legal son for not quite
Well,
for a year.
for,
He gets
Well, not a
until
year,
February.
but until
Yeah.
until last a couple months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
In the divorce, the courts were pretty not fair with the distribution of how I get to see my son. So,
What court saw stuffed turkey?
Supreme.
Supreme
Court.
Supreme.
the highest in the land.
It went all the
Wow.
way through. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It
They're
was
actually
on the national
ratifying
news.
an amendment about it right now.
You know, I heard about that
Yeah.
in the
What number would that be?
I think like 2, low key.
2? Yeah.
2, maybe 3.
See, this is why we want to protect the Second Amendment.
Back on the politics. Great timing, everyone. This is perfect.
Yeah, this is great for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it is great.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's right. Sip your water to avoid that.
Yeah.
Is that a trick that you also like? You gotta sip the water whenever you like.
Or it's like someone asks a question like,
Just wait for a second.
Yeah, it's like actually my thoughts.
Yeah.
Let me just think about it.
It anchors.
I don't know why I just sounded like Joker. Like, actually, my thoughts.
I don't know how I got these cars.
I don't know how I got these turkeys.
You know what I'm thinking about? This could be the holiday podcast, depending on how fast this gets edited.
Dude, I'm in the middle of project season right now.
Same, I am too.
Wait, I'm gonna be the holiday episode.
You might as well.
You might be Holly Jolly
man.
Brett, bro.
Holly Jolly Bread episode.
You might be Holly Brett.
Holly Jolly Bread.
I don't like that one.
The Brepisode, everybody.
Bread-isode.
Optimus Prime. I don't know where that came from to call you that, by the way.
Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime. Oh yeah, you said that today on our group chat.
Yeah,
Those 3. I was like,
hey
man, that's okay.
Hey man, that's cool.
That's cool. I feel like my name Brett doesn't have like. This is not me digging at myself. I think Brett's a great name, but like, you can't think of good nicknames with the word Brett. I'm not digging at myself. I love myself. It's so great.
I love myself.
Like I get called Bread.
Bread is a common one for you.
Yep.
Rachel Bruno calls me B Stizzy, B Step.
B Step is.
Ethan calls me B Stizzy as well.
Stizzy.
I get called the Goat. The legend him.
Bart is my personal favorite.
Bart's
a good one. Yeah, Bart's really a good one.
But Optimus Prime came out of left field.
That's a new one.
Optimus Prime.
That
is a new one.
Yeah. Can we get like one of those artists? Viewers, if you do those like 3D things where you like merge someone's face with another face, can we get Brett as Optimus Prime? That's gonna be so deranged if that happens.
Yeah, no.
I'm so scared.
Because you would be metal.
Yeah.
Can we
and
get
have
like,
plates on your face?
You would not survive if that happened to you.
Yeah.
Is that like a Photoshop thing we can do? Just like take your face and put it on Optimus Prime's face.
I don't think AI is that good.
I could call a guy. You know.
I know a guy.
I could. What's the AI tool? Is it Dreamweaver, Dreamcatcher?
Oh my God! Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we get Dreamcatcher. One of my buddies,
like image making thing.
One of my buddies, he did like a study on Dreamcatcher, and like he was talking about like an urban city and like what it would look like, and it's actually like the results were so scary, like how good it looked. Like you just would not tell at all with AI. You wouldn't.
Have you seen with some of the like the lesser than AIs where they will, since AI has become so much more of the websites, like the internet space, it used to pull from internet images. So now there's so many AI images on the internet that it pulls from its own images.
Yeah.
Sorry. We got this guy.
Jeez, what is this?
Because like what I don't understand is how many crustacean Jesus there are.
No, we've seen like 30 crustacean Jesus. Shrimp Jesus.
Shrimp Jesus.
Again.
There's more where that came from. More shrimp Jesus.
Shrimp Jesus. And
I'll do you one better. Shrimp Jesus.
Third shrimp Jesus.
There's more.
There's multiple shrimp Jesus everywhere.
Shrimp Jesus? Did you just plural?
Well, I can't. Jesus has never been plural before, so.
Check on your parents. Seriously. What in the hell? Oh, this is my favorite one. Okay,
He's
you know
like a Jesus
Centaur,
Shrimp
Centaur, yeah, Shrintar. Is that how you say that?
Shrintar.
He's like this guy. Why shrimp Jesus? I don't know why.
That's a great question. Oh my God, I'm ending it here.
That's enough. And everything is just so disgustingly bad now.
I forget the name of that theory. It's like the dead internet theory or something, or like the dead internet reality that we're living right now.
Dead internet it's some people call it that or speak of it like that, but then other people are like, yeah, the real internet died in like 2016.
Yeah,
it's like a super conspiracy theory.
Oh man,
I think the world's been going down since Harambe died. Like that's actually my theory.
Time like diverged.
I think that's where a lot of us like developed our frontal lobe. You know?
No, I don't think
what year was Harambe's death?
What year did he die?
Yeah,
2016.
It's got to be 2016.
2016.
It was 2016.
There's no way to
fact check that, someone. And
fact check. Boom, right here. Boom. Sorry.
There's so many different fact checks.
Sorry, editing team. aka these guys. Sorry, editing team. But yeah, I don't think it's been close to a decade because I think 2016 is like
Don't
the right.
say it like that. That's crazy. It's been
God.
close to a decade, bro.
Bro, I'm older than both of y'all. Y'all are okay.
I think I was 15.
You're older than Kason?
Yeah, he's older than me. By
I turned 24 in July.
No way. I didn't know
Yeah,
that. That's crazy.
It's
you're only
crazy.
older than me by like what, 3 months?
Yeah.
You win,
okay.
Brett.
It's okay.
You win.
I win. It's okay. I win. My biggest fear is always being the oldest in the room, and I'm like, oh god. And I know we're all in our 20s, and it's really like not a big deal, but like,
yeah.
this is not fun. It's not fun.
We do not care.
What's your favorite crummy like stop motion animated Christmas movie?
Oh, of course. I would go with freaking. That's a good question. I got a good answer. But it's I think it's Santa Claus Coming to Town, where it's the put one foot in front of the other.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
One foot in front of the other. And he's like,
And there's like the wizard. They got the wizard too.
yeah,
or
the
something.
wizard,
Yeah.
the wizard, man.
What are we talking about?
And Burgermeister.
You've never Burgermeister?
You know, he's in that one too.
I know Heat Miser and Snow
No.
Miser.
That's in The Year Without a Santa Claus.
Oh, that's a different one.
Yeah.
What is
That's mine. That's my favorite one.
Hell's a Burgermeister?
Burgermeister.
Failed Burger King.
pull that up.
I'm pulling it up. Hold on.
Failed name for the Burger King.
Oh,
We're gonna call him the Burgermeister, I think.
It's the Burgermeister.
And his Whopper's gonna be the form of justice.
Yeah, look. Burgermeister.
Hold up.
Burger.
I'm Mr.
Pull up the video.
Burgermeister.
He's a mayor. This is Burgermeister.
Oh, he's ugly.
Burgermeister.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I do remember
Freaking Burgermeister, man.
That guy's ugly.
Yeah, that guy's very ugly.
Burgermeister Meister Burger is his full legal name.
That's incredibly creative.
Pull up the video of those guys dancing in that
Alright.
clip. I need to see that.
I'll pull it up. It's timeless music.
I'm glad I got to see that. I'm thankful. That's
great.
what I'm thankful for this year.
Do y'all have like a favorite like Christmas movie that y'all like have to watch every?
My mom. This is a good movie to me.
Okay.
But this might also explain a little bit about me personally. My mom's favorite Christmas movie is The Grinch with Jim Carrey.
It's a great one.
Oh wow. Okay,
And,
so the live action.
Yeah,
Okay.
the live action Jim Carrey Grinch. And I did not know at the time, whenever I would watch this movie as a kid, that I was basically watching the equivalent of like CIA torture techniques on Jim Carrey.
It's ridiculous.
It's insane. I watched behind the scenes like years later.
Oh,
And
yeah?
I was like, holy crap.
The dude was covered in in fur the entire time.
Covered in what?
Dude, oh my god, cut. Oh my god, cut. Oh my gosh.
Cut.
Help. I'm not gonna admit to what I thought I heard, but I'm just gonna nod my head in agreement.
It's still bad.
Oh gosh. Wow.
Anyway, Jim Carrey was covered in
Schmutz. There's an H in there.
Schmutz.
I think he also he had to there was no way for him to use the bathroom either in that thing, and he was no,
His fingers were covered in fur.
no.
Well,
it's
they
a
like had to
full
cover his whole body.
thing.
Oh,
Yeah, no, it doesn't just end here. But you go in all the way down.
he had pants on.
No, he had like
No
a full
pants.
suit of just like the green fur.
Oh, he was the Grinch.
Dude, he was the Grinch. He walked
He
around
became the
naked
Grinch.
as the Grinch. Not naked. Pause. He walked around in that full fur green suit.
Yeah, but you could be like, he's
Yeah.
probably naked.
Yeah,
He was naked in his fur. He didn't like the Grinch doesn't wear clothes. That's what's true. Bro, the
Which
Grinch
is like
doesn't-
everybody else in that movie wore clothes, but the Grinch was he like a new? Okay, let me.
Well, okay, in
Back
the cartoon, I mean, the live action. I haven't seen the live action a ton, but I've seen the cartoon a lot. I mean, Cindy Lou is walking around. He's naked,
Yeah.
and her only concern is Christmas. I would be like,
We could
green
just,
guy's
we
naked.
could get. Wait, nobody.
Oh no!
He doesn't even have one of those.
How does he do it?
He has a hoonis.
A who?
Yes, he has hoones.
A who'ness.
Who on is
A couple of hoones.
Every who'ness down in Who-ville feared at the sight of the Grinch's who'ness. That should not. That should. My career is over.
My mom's not gonna watch this episode. She's gonna be like, I don't want to watch the Grinch.
She's gonna
It's
ruin
over.
that
It's over
whole
for me.
holiday spirit from one comment.
The Hoonis.
That's nuts.
That's great.
That's nuts.
Yeah, so Connor, what's your
Connor,
favorite
what's your
Christmas
favorite
movie?
Christmas
Yeah,
movie,
let's,
man?
let's go on
Mine's
this.
get off
so
of that
basic.
one.
Mine's so basic. We love family or Christmas Vacation.
Goated.
National
Oh,
Lampoon's
National
Christmas
Lampoon's
Vacation.
My dad loves that one too.
It's so funny to me. My sister gets infuriated every holiday season when we put that movie on because she's like, we've seen this 100 times, and we have, but I don't see a problem.
It's
Right.
great.
It's a funny movie.
goated movie. I love it.
That's kind of like my family's type of humor, and it's just funny because like
Is it
even
pretty dry, like the humor?
I don't think so.
No, not
That's
like.
pretty-
Yes, I know.
It's kind of got a good like mix of stuff. There's some like slapstick stuff in it. Like a lot of getting hurt. There's some jokes that like go a little farther than they should for a PG movie. Is it PG?
I think it's PG-13.
Is it PG-13?
But still, like it's
Okay.
like it's such a different time. Like in the '80s, a PG-13. Not saying that it'd be like an R today, but like it definitely.
It's just a
Definitely
completely
toes that
different.
line.
Like the
Yeah.
themes, I would say, like toes that
Yeah,
line.
like
yeah.
nothing that's in that movie now would make it, like you said, go R.
No,
but some of it is
no.
stuff that would not have been as appreciated
Right,
now.
yeah.
I mean, like,
just,
plus, I think I watched it when I was like younger, and a lot of the jokes kind of
You wouldn't-
flew right over
yeah,
my head.
You need to watch it again because I
Yeah.
feel like you would enjoy that movie.
Yeah.
Chevy Chase is funny.
Terrible person. But he's
Is he a
really
terrible
funny.
person?
Yeah,
I know
according-
nothing about him.
Like according to like the people, a show that I also have not watched like ever, but like the people in Community when they were like starring on with him, they just said he was like the worst.
Oh, just like awful to work
Yeah,
with.
just terrible to work with. But like, good movie though. I hate to ruin Connor's favorite movie.
I don't care about Chevy Chase as a person. I don't know. I don't know him.
I just care about the lampoons.
Yeah,
Lampoons.
they're
Cool.
they're good, right?
Before I answer, I was gonna say, what's funny about like celebrities like that are like hated. I took a class in undergrad where we basically talked with like execs in like the mass comm like media world, and talking to one of them, and my buddy James, he asked a question. He's like, "Hey, yeah, so like." What? And he would always ask questions. This dude, like, he carried the class. He had the class participation. We'd be like, this guy, James, always asking questions. But he asked, he was like, so, like, you know, like, so it's like you've worked in, like, film and in media. Who's, like, someone you feel like that we would think is, like, a good person and is, like, a horrible person, like behind the scenes, like,
That's
shooting
an awful
stuff.
question to ask.
I know, it's insane. It's literally insane, but it's low-key, like, I kind of like the question.
Yeah, no,
because I'm like,
you need to know
because you get like personas. Like I'm not gonna go on tangents like who I think is bad or whatever, but it's so interesting hearing people being like, yeah, this person you think is a really good guy or really good girl, actually a butt crack and is a horrible person.
Yeah.
So that's what's so interesting is like like Chevy Chase, like he's like that, has like that persona. He's like, dude, he's literally
Seems like a funny, likable guy.
He's the guy.
Yeah.
He's literally Christmas Vacation. And then it's like Community is like, oh, this guy's actually, you know. But favorite movie, Christmas movie, is basic, but it's got to be Elf. I think Elf is just like, I watch it every year.
Yeah.
That's a
with, like, my
fantastic
family.
choice.
It's so good.
Oh.
I think people like taking things that are popular. I'm kind of the different one. I'm like the unpopular guy.
I like things that are popular, so that makes me unpopular.
I'm just the side character. I'm nonchalant, actually. But I don't know. I love the side character you're talking about. Yeah. I love that you know that, bro. It's
Put up a picture of my new favorite character.
dude. I love like this guy is awesome, bro. I love him. That should have been my Halloween costume, but then no one would be like, "Who are you?" I'm just like, I'm just the nonchalant guy. That was pretty chill.
Just a guy who just low key don't give a F.
Lucky don't get that. It's a great story. Elf's a great story. It's rest in peace, James Caan. Love James Caan in it. Probably the peak I think of Will Ferrell's like acting was Elf. It's so good. I mean, you got Peter Dinklage, bro. Like, as the boss.
yeah.
And it's just like some of the lines are so funny. Like I just think about it. I'm like, how ridiculous is that? This dude who thinks he's an elf.
angry elf.
You're an angry elf.
You're an angry elf.
He goes to New York and he's working in a fashion department. And first off, first off, why? Second, if I'm God, is it Zoe?
Like the girl.
Zoe Deschanel is the girl that she's First off, don't take a shower at a communal shower at a mall. Bro,
It's
just
pretty
take...
disgusting.
Yeah.
I always thought that was gross. I'm like, well, first off, why are you there? Second,
You live like this?
yeah, second, Will Ferrell's like,
It's a perfect opportunity to sing Christmas carols with naked women, and I'm like, all right, sure.
and I just thought that was so
Buddy doesn't
funny.
know what's going on.
And like,
Buddy's never seen a shower before.
he's singing it, and
think
she
so?
doesn't even
They live
realize
in the
it.
North Pole.
You don't think they have showers in the North Pole?
They probably go into like hot springs or something. Not even hot springs, like the North Pole.
Let's
But,
table
like,
this conversation. We'll
we'll
come back to
table
that.
that.
That's
We'll table.
I don't. That's actually a good point. Do they have hot showers up there? I need to ask Santa.
Has he
that.
seen a shower? Yeah.
I'll ask Santa that one.
We'll ask the big man one day. That's our next guest
What's
coming
the big man? Yeah, I'm like he's literally starts singing the song. She didn't even realize it like at all. I'm like, how do you not realize there's another human being? And it's probably like 5 a.m, 6 a.m. before work, and he's just singing. He's so happy. He's like, I'm singing with a naked woman today. Like he's like so happy about it. I'm like,
That's gonna be an
That's the
amazing out of context thing that happens. Please clip that. Kason.
clip that chat.
Whoever
Oh my
edits,
God.
please clip that.
But I'm just like, how do I get Elf? Like, buddy's supposed to be like, oh, he's like a little different. I'm like, dude, what are you doing, man? Like, don't get yourself a case in New York. You'll never be able to go back home. You gotta get stuck in New York, man. Like, that's Elf 2.
You gotta go to jury and you gotta like
Elf
go to
2,
trial.
you said?
Oh, yeah. That'd be Elf 2. Like, Elf
Buddy
2 is
escapes
like,
jail.
It's like Escape from New York or something
Escape
like
from
that.
Elf 2 is Escape from New York.
Yeah, it might be like a Home Alone thing where it could be better than the first one, the second one. I don't know if the hot take, but...
I don't like any of them. That's my hottest take of
You don't
the
like
Christmas
any?
season. I don't like any Home
Oh, dude.
I think
One
Macaulay
and two are
Culkin
great.
is
One and two are awesome.
so obnoxious to me.
Oh.
Like this is, I mean, I get it. I
You know what his full legal name is now?
Dude, Joe Pesci, bro.
Macaulay Culkin. No, wait, no. Macaulay Culkin is his full legal
Yeah,
name.
It's not.
It is.
He's
That's
one.
a joke.
No, he's one of the weird ones, man.
No. He did
He's
that
married to
Instagram.
Brenda Song.
Huh?
Whoop-de-doo.
Do you know that? Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know this, Brett?
Wait, what?
He's married to Brenda Song.
Oh, I did know that.
Yeah.
That was recent-ish, right?
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah. Not super long ago.
Do you know why his name is Macaulay Culkin?
Macaulay Culkin.
Yep.
That's his name?
Yep.
That's true.
Wait, is that how
Okay.
much of a believer he is in himself?
No, he did like an Instagram poll. He's like, "Hey, I'm changing my name. What do you guys want my middle name to be?" And they just said Macaulay Culkin.
Crazy.
But so he can do a name change poll, but I can't. We can't do that. For
He
the
didn't
podcast.
skew his.
Well, I mean, that's his legal name. That takes some guts. Imagine you're like,
Hey guys, my
That'd
name's
be like-
Connor. What do I change my name to? It's just Connor Street. Middle name.
oh, okay. Hey guys, I'm Connor Street.
Connor
Connor Street.
That sounds like that where people put the headphones on and like echoes in their
Connor,
ear,
Connor,
their
Street,
own
Street.
voice
Yeah,
echoes in their
no
ear.
feedback. Connor Street.
That'd be a really funny episode if we did something like that.
like the echo chamber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where y'all like you're trying to do like a normal podcast, but it's like everything's like
I
slightly
think,
delayed.
doesn't that like mess
Yeah.
up your speech? Like when you.
Oh, yeah, because
you're
you
hearing
can't.
yourself.
Oh, you can't focus. If it's like,
Yeah.
if it's like slightly delayed, like your brain, like you have to like you talk like this, and you like can
it
the
stutters
focus, like,
you, like,
Yeah, because you have to
basically,
wait for that word to go away in your ear.
Yeah.
It's like you hear yourself 3 times because you think of it, you speak it, and then you hear it again,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
in
that's
your own
crazy.
ear.
Then you
So
hear the
you're-
messed up speech echo as well, and it just
Yeah.
makes
it just gets worse and worse. Yeah, and that would be really funny. We gotta do like a video, like
Yeah.
a sit down video with you as opposed to a podcast as well. Also, can we untable that conversation that we tabled from a second ago?
What? If they don't have showers in the
Yeah,
North Pole?
I need to know.
I don't think they have
a
showers.
theory to
Okay,
that.
because that's why I'm thinking Buddy the elf didn't understand what was going on in the mall shower because he's never seen a shower before.
I don't.
I don't know any elves personally, but like I don't know.
I mean,
If you were able to have a hot shower up there, you would take so much energy to like warm it up.
you think
I
Santa
think it's
Claus
possible.
magic
That,
enough for that?
I mean, I like that guy a lot. I think he would do it. I think if you could probably ask that for
I
Christmas.
mean, what does workers' comp look like for an elf though? Are they like indentured servants? Or are they like actually?
Oh wait, no, there's definitely a shower. No, because there's the shower scene where he's like taller than the
Oh
shower
my
head.
God, you're so
There
right.
is. There is
Okay,
like a shower
never
scene.
mind. He's just a creep. Buddy the elf is a creep confirmed.
Oh my god. Well,
I remember that scene, bro, where he's like taking those soaps like he's like, ah. Yeah,
his,
like-
his head.
Yeah, what was he doing in there? Yeah, what?
well, that was the elf shower.
No, but like again, the whole mall thing is like, what are you doing?
Oh,
in
the one
there?
thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
just, that,
Wow.
wow.
Now he's just
That-
weird. He has no
Yeah,
excuse.
he's-
for that.
Yeah, no, that's no excuse for
a
that.
theory.
Actually,
That's a theory. That's a confirmed theory.
Is Buddy faking his innocence?
I don't
Maybe.
think. I think to an extent, probably.
He's sheltered. Maybe
Oh,
that's
yeah.
his excuse. He's
Yeah.
sheltered.
But he's not stupid. Well,
He's never
I was
seen
gonna say
those
he's not
kind of
stupid, but
industrial
he is.
showers before.
No, but the concept has to be there because it sounds like a shower. He knows what a bathroom
steam
looks
is
like.
coming up.
The steam. I mean, they may have communal showers in the elf world like before work.
Yeah. Was he wearing his hat in the shower?
No, I don't think so.
Oh man,
Pull that
that's
Pulling up.
If he's wearing his hat in the shower, then that probably means he was somewhat clothed. So maybe it's not as weird. Still weird.
I don't want to look up elf
but-
shower.
Guys, while we look at naked men in showers, he would work from our sponsor.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
He is wearing his hat.
He is wearing his hat.
Okay, so Terry confirmed.
He's wearing
We can
his
show
hat.
this picture too.
That's fine.
Probably, yeah.
All right,
It's
so
a YouTube thumbnail. Yeah.
what if
it's a
he?
thumbnail.
It's our thumbnail. All right, thumbnail face.
We're putting your face over
My
it.
face on it. It's like
Thumbnail face.
stop. Yeah.
Yeah, no. So I feel like he's probably faking some parts of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should ask him
I don't think he's faking his diet though.
his diet.
His diet.
I don't think
No,
you
his
could
diet's
fake that.
real.
No, his
That
diet's
is
real.
real.
Diet's
That's
absolutely
real.
real. Are we debunking Elf right now? Is that what we're doing? Like,
Yeah,
It's become this.
Yeah.
I don't think it's where we're gonna go, but I'm glad we're here.
I'm not mad
how
about it.
long do you think it physically would have taken him to walk from the North Pole to New York City?
I don't think can you actually
He would
do
have
that?
died.
Are there enough land bridges for that? Oh no, because
No, because he took the iceberg, and then the iceberg split or disintegrated, and then he was like in Canada, and then he got mauled by a raccoon.
That is true.
Yes.
That is canon. He
Why do
didn't-
you
he
know
didn't.
every scene from this movie?
Dude,
I can play Elf in my head.
Yeah, I guess he did. He had a lot of different transportation methods.
And then he went through the twirly gumdrop forest or something, and then
He
through
did.
the Lincoln
Go
Tunnel.
first.
Tunnel.
Yeah, then he went through the Lincoln Tunnel.
Oh my god, yeah.
I always thought the grossest scene was he starts eating all the gum.
Oh,
under
yeah,
there.
God.
I think it's because of the contrast of like who Buddy is versus like the real world. It's just like you just like, oh, it's disgusting.
Nasty for real.
Wasn't the footage for that like recorded? Like it was just him in an elf suit just going.
No, it was real.
It was
like,
real.
He would just. I don't know if maybe the gum part was or wasn't. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like him, like was walking around. Like that was like
Like the
literally-
world's best cup of
Yes.
coffee.
No,
that
it
was all
literally
improvised.
was him doing that, which is just. It's just unreal.
Really
I'm
funny,
like,
actually.
Yeah, it's.
Wasn't the speaking of improvised scenes, wasn't the Grinch scene where he like abracadabras
Yes.
the tablecloth
Yeah,
out of the way?
that was also
fake.
real.
Yeah, he was
And
not
that's
supposed to
so
do
funny.
that trick
Yeah.
right, and he
Yeah.
did it right. And like, well,
It's
now
like
I guess I'm gonna
Then he
knock
came
it
up to
all
the table
down.
just.
Yeah, it's like a 1 in 20 chance that he actually pulls that off first try.
And it was perfect scene because he comes back and
The king,
it's great.
the king, bro.
He was going through a lot in that shot as well.
I bet so. He's probably so all the anger and
pissed
facial
off.
like twitches
It's
and
probably
stuff.
like him, like
that's
trying
real.
to like be comfortable under the mask and stuff, or like maybe not even that, but like just.
Like he probably has an itch and he's like,
Dude, I was put up the picture of me as the mask right now. The bald cap was like getting like bad.
Put in that
Oh, I
video.
saw,
Dude.
yeah.
Bad.
Bald cap was bad.
Dude, I mean, it was good for like a portion of the night, and then like I was like, I kind of want to take it off at some point, but I couldn't because I was the mask. And
So Brett is pretty involved in a lot of things outside of just school, but having to do with school. And something that he had a really cool opportunity of doing was going to lunch with a very, very cool executive. If you want to kind of talk about that.
no,
Connor and
Producer.
I are very more so impressed.
Yeah.
Well, it was crazy how it happened. So basically, it was last year. My mom's getting dinner with her friend at a restaurant in Winder, and she asked my mom, I was like, "Oh, how's Brett doing?" He's like, "Oh, he's good. Going to his senior year because I've already graduated, but in his senior year at UGA, he's doing he's at Grady, which that's like the name of the comm school at UGA." And this guy turns around and he goes, "Did you say your son is part of Grady?" And Mom's like, "Yeah." And so he's like, "Oh, well, here's my card. Tell him to reach out to me." And so he's he's a senior production manager at Adult Swim and Time Warner Media. So that's in Atlanta. So they do like Cartoon Network, TBS, all that stuff. And also for context, Kason tried to put me on the show called Smiling Friends.
Yes.
And I remember the first time I watched it, I was like, this is the stupidest show. It's not good. Then during the summer,
Something clicked.
something clicked. I don't know what it was. Maybe my brain cells, enough of them died. God's medicine. I love that show. I didn't realize
Your
what
frontal lobe developed. Like,
I think I didn't realize what the show was trying to do. And like after on YouTube, the Adult Swim YouTube channel, they started doing a 24-hour showing of all the Smiling Friends episodes to celebrate season 2 coming out, whatever. And I watched all of it. And I was like, this is amazing. I was like, this is genius. So I had already met the guy at outside of a UJ baseball game because I worked there. So I walked out. It was like the playoff game. So I did announcing whatever came out, and I saw him. I was like, oh my god, hey! And he's like, hey! And I'm like, oh. I'm like, this is you. He goes, yeah. I was like, when do you get lunch sometime? So finally, we got lunch. Because that was in the summer. We got lunch probably like 2.5 months ago, and because he's from where I'm from in Georgia, and he came to Athens. He was free because he goes to Atlanta like 3 times a week, but other days he does like hybrid work. But yeah, so he was telling me like he's helped like greenlight a couple shows like Uzumaki. He did a lot of work. Smiling Friends. He's promoting. There's another show that is currently being run. There's already a couple events for it. It's like an 80s, I believe, Hispanic puppet show, like a very unique type show. And he said like it's like the first like puppet type show that like Adult Swim's ever done. So he's really like doing stuff there. So I'm trying to be like, oh cool, like if I want to work in production, hire me. But he's a super cool dude. He's a Grady guy at UGA. He's a Fiji, so he's a big fat guy too. Just super genuine guy, loves the Bulldogs. But it was a really cool conversation, just hearing like, because I want to go into sports. He talked a lot about how he feels like that's actually a better industry to go into right now than like film and media, just because he's saying how it's like, I mean, he works at a media company, but he doesn't have cable, which is funny. Like he has like YouTube TV, he has like all the streaming stuff, but it's funny.
Constantly changing.
Oh yeah, and it's funny how streaming is now becoming cable, where it's like, okay, we'll give you a cheaper deal with ads, and I'm like, that's literally what cable is.
That's just cable.
That's literally cable. So now we're going to just cable, and it's like all these mini cable networks and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, we had somebody come in and speak from Warner Brothers a couple of weeks ago with AMA, and they were talking about like just how many mergers keep happening. Like this company's buying this smaller digital company, and this company's buying this company.
You can buy
and
this
they just
bundle with Disney Plus and Hulu and
Might have been the same guy.
ESPN, and it's like all this stuff. Yeah. So I mean, it's kind of hard. Like you hear a lot of people getting laid off, and a lot of mergers happening, and it's like a lot of people have to. When you merge, it's not just a company merging financially; it's a company merging culturally too, and you have a lot of stuff going on. So it becomes tough for a lot of people in the industry. And I mean, I'm sure sports is a lot less has a lot less moving parts. And it's still like a pretty dynamic industry to be in, but not so much as like on the buying and selling side for sure.
Yeah, and because what he said was like, it's funny you mentioned those exact words. I think we're talking about the same person. We can talk about it after.
Yeah.
But he was saying how like the good thing about sports, that sports is always going to be around. Like people love sports. I don't think sports are ever going to die. You can't like artificially intellect maybe is the right word. The verb of AI. You can't create AI for like sports on like TV. Like it's like a live thing. You can't
fake
Right,
a human-made sport.
Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah. So he was getting like, hey, that's encouraging to you. What's interesting is like, I don't know if y'all knew this, but obviously the Olympics happened recently, and there's this really famous broadcaster, Al Michaels, and he worked with NBC, and and NBC, what they did was like, they agreed with him to take clips of his voice, because like he's a broadcaster, so there's thousands of hours of him online. That's how AI works. That's why like Joe Rogan as an AI sounds better than like us. Because there's not a ton of us out there on the internet, so it's not like if we were talking, it'd be like,
hello, my name Kason.
But Joe Rogan really just sounds like straight version Joe Rogan.
Brett.
My name is Prime.
My name is Prime.
My name is Rob.
You might actually have some footage out there that they could pull from.
Oh yeah, I feel like you would
kind of
be better more so off than us.
Oh, I probably have. I definitely have more of.
Actually, I feel like we would probably be like similar, because like we're documented on the YouTube channel pretty heavy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of my voice. I've done a lot of radio.
There's a lot of your voice.
A lot of my voice. There's a good amount of my face too, but definitely a lot more of my voice. So they can't fake my beautiful looks.
Oh yes.
I've been told I have the face for radio, so I try to get conscious about that, because I think it's a very good compliment. Man, shoot. But Al Michaels, like it was an AI version of his voice. You can go on the NBC app and it would recap different events from the Olympics. And it was an AI version of his voice, and I'm like,
that's nuts.
That's scary. I'm like, it's horrible one, because I think it's so stupid, but I'm like, it's literally scary. And I've noticed too on like some TikTok accounts, like I think Daily Mail's done it, and a couple other groups, when they'll do like recaps of stories, it's an AI voice. You can just tell it's an AI voice. So like no one's like dubbing it. No, like it's like there's editors, producers. There's no like stand person, which is crazy.
All right, have you encountered any where you're like, I'm not sure, like it's like really close to being like good? Because then like our parents' generation is still like my mom will send me photos and be like, "Dude, look at this place. We should go here." And I'm like, "Mom, that sheet is moving." Like,
Mom, that guy has 8 fingers on his head.
Yeah, that's not real.
Mom, Robert Downey Jr. is not coming back to the MCU. What are you talking about? And then he did.
He did.
Is that real? Did that happen?
He's Dr. Doom.
No, but did that happen with your mom?
Yeah, she's like, Iron Man 6, baby. And I'm like, no, what are you talking about?
He exploded.
Like, she is dead. I wouldn't say... in one of my grad classes, we had a guest speaker come in, and he was talking about, he did an experiment on like the 5th floor of the journalism school, and he had like a lab up there, and it was showing like different artificial intelligence with like different like net like websites like this is not a person, like this is not a face.com, and
This is not a face.com is terrifying.
yeah, that one's really good. And after it was like a bunch of different like outlets, including that one, and what they found was that over like 50% of the people couldn't name like it was like 10 faces couldn't name like more than like 4 correctly. Like there was like 3 or 4 that were like wrong, but even the ones that were right, people were like, oh, that's wrong. Because some of them, it's a lot, I think, in the shading of like the person, but others, dude, like there was one that was artificially intelligent where it looks like it was someone taking like a side photo with someone like at like a table, was a bad angle of their face, like they actually took a photo. Like you would assume, oh, that's like a real face. No, dude, it was fake. And I was like, what?
That's crazy.
And it was like the lighting was good, like the back camera quality was there, like so AI's really gotten good. I'm like, okay, like how's the quality of an image changed?
How pictures are taken.
Yeah, that's what's scary. Yeah. It's like it's really accurate.
That's scary that the lighting's getting good, because that's always been the dead giveaway to me, is how poor and like the lighting looks like, because they look like the
our lighting is poor.
We have like 10 fingers on each hand now.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the sliders in a post. Yeah, we'll fix it. We'll make Kason like purple.
Slide the fingers down.
We'll make Kason purple.
Like purple.
Oh god.
With like Grimace.
Yeah. Some people say that he reminds them of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I've been told I can make people make that face.
What?
The grimace face. People grimace at me.
People grimace when they see you go by.
People grimace when they see me come by is crazy.
Look at that walking disaster.
God.
Love yourself.
We need a BetterHelp sponsor. God.
Shout out BetterHelp.
Shout out BetterHelp. Kason better help himself.
Right.
Jeez.
Oh lordy.
Wow.
Can we talk a little bit about you being a baseball guy, big baseball guy?
Yeah, I love it.
Your involvement here at UGA on that front.
Yeah, totally. So I grew up playing travel baseball. I loved it. I played from the moment I could. So probably was like 4 or 5. I played so much, and I guess I was good enough to where I played like my older brother's league for a couple of years. So he was like, when he was like 11 and I was like 8, I was playing with him.
Wow.
That's not a huge flex as an 8-year-old, but it was fun. I was a catcher. I would play. I would.
Let's go A's.
Let's go A's, baby.
The picture.
Now they're not even called Oak. It's so sad.
Yeah, but we're
so sad.
okay. Yeah.
That's Oakland. Rip. So sad. But yeah, I played baseball. I played 1 year church basketball, and that was boring.
Amen.
I did the 1 year. Have you heard of Upward?
Yeah, that's what I did.
I did Upward too. Upward was funny because everyone got like an award for something, like it was like offense, defense, whatever. I remember one time playing Upward. I was probably like 10, and I like blocked the crap out of this kid. I just went, and I blocked him, and the dad goes, the dad's like son who's like shooting at body goes, damn! Like he just said that. That's right.
Like in the 9-year-old basketball tournament.
Oh yeah, no. And we played on carpet too. I was like, what are we doing?
Oh
bro?
no.
I was like, this was yeah, this
Center,
definitely
crazy.
church center activities.
Yeah.
But it was fun. But baseball was definitely my main sport. I played through the end of freshman year, sophomore year, travel ball. I just got burnt out. I just did not enjoy it anymore. I think coaches can like ruin your perspective of sports. Also, too, every weekend, my parents would just drive to go play some tournament like Alabama or like South Carolina.
Yeah.
And there's a couple years when we weren't good, so it was like, up first round, all right, we're heading back, and I'm like, Yeah, what are we doing? What are we doing? But I still love sports. Like that's part of the reason. Like main reason I still want to go in that career on air probably. With UGA specifically, so like about a year ago around this time, my friend Zach from high school, I did a lot of PA work, like public address, like the voice here in the stadium for like basketball. And he sent me a DM on Instagram from the UJ baseball team, and they said wanted public address announcer. He goes, "This is right up your alley. You've done like voiceover work, whatever, everything like that." And it was funny because I wouldn't have known about that if you didn't send it to me because I don't follow the baseball Instagram at UGA. Like I feel bad. I didn't at the time, and I was like, like these are like, I'm like, looking back, I'm like, yeah, those are my bosses now. Like everyone runs that account. But I auditioned for it. I sent like a reel in of like me announcing this lineup, and then I got a call back, which was low-key scary because I went to Foley Field. It's the middle of the day, like no one's there. There's like some groundskeepers there, like working on the field, and I get in the booth, and my boss now he's like, "Hey, like, so we're gonna get you to just go through the whole lineup and like announce it." And it's like, what I'm gonna do is like I'm gonna record it, and I'm gonna show it to all of our coaches, including like we got Wes Johnson coming. He's like, dude. The big deal. He just won the College World Series the year before he came to Georgia, so 2 years ago now. And I'm like, we're gonna show them, and they're gonna see if they want you or not. I'm like, I just felt so nervous. I'm like, so these guys are turning. Cause I was like, if I put this on my resume, it's like one of the best things I've done for sure, especially when I work on air. So I did it, and I think the reason I got it is because I'm leaving under the tunnels, and I see Coach Johnson come by, and we say, "Hey, what's up, Coach?" He goes, "What's up, y'all?" Like, just like, it's like the random coach, like, "Yeah, we're hype or whatever." And I was like, "Ready to go to work?" He goes, "Yes, sir." So he heard my voice. So he didn't know who I was, but he heard me speak. And I was like, I think that's the reation I got it. Because like,
felt familiar.
Like, he was like, it was like familiar. It's
familiarity,
like, this guy sucks, but he sounds familiar. But 2 weeks later, I got an email, and they were like, "Yeah, Brett, I want you to be our PA guy." And I was like, punching in my pillow, like, "Let's effing go!" And I said the F word, and I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I'm like, "Let's go!" I'm like freaking out. But it's been easily one of the most fun things I've done in college, especially because went to the regionals last year. We hosted regionals too, so I'm like working it during the summer. Like I'm just meeting a bunch of different people. But I'm doing it this year too, which praise God. But it's been so much fun. I love it, dude. It's the best. Awesome.
That's definitely going to be a huge resume build.
For
sure. Is that so? You're thinking about going into announcing?
I think on air. I also grew up like. Done a lot of acting. I'm still doing acting now. A couple of my buddies back home, they're trying to start a community theater. They've been doing it for a couple of years.
Let's go.
Cool.
So we're doing a Christmas Carol in December.
That's awesome.
Oh,
so I'll be in that, which will be fun.
I used to do theater as a young child.
I can tell.
Yeah.
In a good way.
I
can
theater
sense
guy.
it. I can
smell
it. like I would say I was like a kid in theater, not like a theater kid. Maybe a little couple theater kid tendencies. Like you'll probably know what I'm talking about. But like, yeah.
Did you say can we throw the Mowgli?
Yeah.
The what photo?
The Mowgli photo. Connor was in the.
No, you weren't, bro. Jungle Book.
Dude.
Oh my God, you were the guy.
Can I tell you something, Brett?
Man.
Our first like full performance of the Jungle Book. I used to do like theater stuff in Macon. I did some in Atlanta as well. I was in the Fox as like we did The King and I. And I was like one of the children.
You performed at the Fox.
I did. Yeah. For like a week.
You performed at the Fox.
Yeah.
Why are we not talking? Whoa. What?
Yeah, it was a long time ago. I was like 9 years old, 10 years old.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude, you're cool. You're cooler than me.
Fallen child star.
Fallen child star.
Wow,
Connor Street.
For like 3 years, Kason's been like, we're making an episode.
That's save that for the episode. Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah. We maybe won't talk about that for reasons that I'll tell you off the air.
Okay. Off fair.
So
It'll be in the Fallen Child Star episode for sure.
Maybe.
Wow.
Maybe.
That's gotta be the new season. Wow.
But so when I was Mowgli, there was a part where so Mowgli, picture Mowgli from the thing. He's wearing like almost no clothes. He's wearing like
he's shirtless. He's got like
cross country shorts. Yeah, basically is what he's got on. I had a wig. I kind of looked like Dora. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
it was a little bobby, not so messy. But I had the right body type.
You were 9.
Small and frail. So I had to like put dirt on my face and all this stuff. So I'm out there, and there's the scene where like I escape from the snake Ka. I escape from him.
Snake.
Yeah. And I'm running around, and he gets tired, and he passes out on this rock. So mind you, cross country shorts, wig, shirtless, 9 years old, and this is a like dress rehearsal. So I'm like, and the stage is like one of our like a lecture hall almost, where the stage is like 3 inches off the floor, and the bleachers go up. So I'm like face to face with this girl that's like about my age, maybe a few years younger than me. She goes, "Is she okay?" When she sees me pass out on this rock, and I swear, I broke character because I was like, covered my face because I was so embarrassed. I was like, I literally don't have a shirt on. Why would it be a she? Like this is not similar.
Is she okay?
Is she okay? It's probably the most humiliated I've ever been on stage.
Wow.
It's so funny to me every time you tell that story.
Mm-hmm. So that one hurt.
That's so interesting. Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, there's a blanket, a 3D printed blanket of me where there's a photo of me as Mowgli on a blanket.
Where is this blanket?
My aunt.
Where can I buy it?
My aunt. And my aunt and uncle gave me, or it was really, I guess it was her idea. God rest her soul. She printed those out and like gave them to me and my sister. My sister was like a peacock or something lame.
Wow.
So she went on to be her face went on to be in a Super Bowl commercial.
This is also true. Not Super Bowl, Belk Bowl.
Belk Bowl, sorry.
Less cool, but still cool.
Still cool.
The side of my head was in that commercial. I got paid $300 for that.
I know, and then you said, "Did you see me in the Belk Bowl commercial?" I was like, "I think I saw the back of your head in the Belk Bowl."
He did.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's America's head right there.
That's a yep.
Okay.
This guy's gonna have this guy, man. Ugh.
So that's.
Don't give me that look, Kason. I knew that was coming. Don't give me that look.
But that's lore, I guess.
That is lore.
Did we unpack that one?
I can't believe you didn't know that.
Live on the podcast.
No, I
Wow.
didn't. That's as someone who I love acting. That's actually so sick.
I think you were a theater kid.
Yeah, no, I
just labeled you that. You just got that.
Listen, I'll take it. I'll take
Badge
it.
of honor.
Actor. No, I've done acting since I was like in 3rd grade.
Sweet.
Like, I loved it.
Yeah.
Even while I was doing with baseball. I've still thought about going on like a voice acting route. I know we talked a little bit off air about it, but yeah, I think it's just I love film. I love that idea. I would want to incorporate that somehow if I were to. Because I think I'm really going more and more just like my life, more like the sports broadcaster, which I love. Like I love it as much as I love like acting and like theater, film, voiceover, whatever. I love to incorporate both. I think.
Yeah, that's a really cool industry to get into. I really thought about like entertainment industry was something that I wanted to go more towards and kind of do. I don't know. I thought I might want to go, like I'm a marketing major, so I thought I wanted to go into that area. But then just seeing how the industry continues to change, it doesn't feel like, it feels pretty hostile. Yeah. That's not something that I really want to get into right now.
Yeah,
so,
I agree.
Maybe if it mellows out at some point, I could be interested. But yeah.
I think my only acting experience that I've ever had was I was the ugly duckling in a school play one time. It was great.
Wow, what show was it?
It was I can't even remember what it was. It was just something. It was like so stupid.
It was a fairy tale.
It was a fairy tale. It was like it was like Law and Order or something, but like it was Law and Order. I was a detective, and the part was originally for a girl, and then they rewrote it to be for a guy, and they were just like, I guess you're here. You can just be the ugly duckling, and I was like, what?
Like, dude, come on.
I was like, come on.
So much better than that. Come on.
Like, I'm better than the ugly duckling.
My
for sure.
potential, please.
Coach did not see my potential.
Yeah.
That's almost like getting benched in the acting world.
What, getting the ugly duckling?
Getting the ugly duckling.
Yeah, literally.
Or you at least you weren't the guy that said dun dun and did the like
in
between
come
scenes.
Yeah, it was so bad.
For the Law and Order sound.
But like,
that's what
I would
was
honestly rather be that guy though.
You would rather be them?
Honestly, yeah.
I wish there was a video of you as that guy.
I know.
That would be really funny.
Right.
To make fun of you.
There might be somewhere, but I'll put it in if I can find it. My mom might have it somewhere, but
no, we need the. I do need the ugly duckling. We should have a watch party from. There's a film. There's a there's like a BlackBerry film of me as the kid from one of the kids from The King and I at the Fox, and I've never seen it.
You've never seen it?
It's been 15 years.
Would you even recognize yourself?
Or like 10 to 12 years ago.
Would you recognize yourself?
Oh yeah,
probably.
Let's do a reunion show. King and I 15-year anniversary, and then you go back.
Dude. We should do that.
We can make some phone calls.
Yeah, we might have to do that one. Start the Facebook group now.
Do it.
Start the Facebook group.
We're doing it.
Well, yeah, I think it's been probably about an hour and 15 hours and a half now. So,
I know we've been yapping for
we've been
a
going.
while.
Yeah, and I know this has been a great episode.
Yeah,
we've had a great
No,
time.
I've enjoyed it. I feel like I don't know.
You've given us more than most of our guests have. Not to bash any of our old guests, but you have a lot going on in your life, so it's cool to hear from somebody involved in so many different things. So
I appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you. Life's crazy, dude. I don't know. I try to tell myself, don't live with regrets, bro. Don't I think people think a lot about even shooting your shot with someone. I'm like, bro, we are literally like 22, 23. I'm like, whatever you want to do, just go for it, bro.
But we still have all this time to recover and do things we want to do.
Recover.
Recover if it goes wrong.
I'm a big IDB fan. I've been in the presence of some great episodes, especially when I lived with Kason, the Connection.
Man. We didn't get into that, but
we could probably get into it at some other point. But Brett has been a fixture in bingo for a very long time. We're finally happy to have you.
I'm the bin that holds the go together.
That's him.
That's him.
Wow, that was horribly. I said the bindo or something like that.
I have the B that holds the hoe.
The hoe together, not the hose.
Not
the go. I did not say that. Yeah, but yeah. No.
But yeah, man. Well, sweet. Yeah. I guess that means that we have to. I shouldn't throw that.
Do that.
I'll throw this instead.